Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday night. We welcome you into the Bastards post-game show. Sure that you have all kinds of exciting plans this Saturday evening and everything, but hopefully you can give us at least 10 minutes to chat a little bit about today's latest debacle of a 1-0 loss against the pitiful Chicago White Sox. All was happy in Red Sox land for 7 innings with Nick Pivetta on the hill going 7 strong of 0 runs given up. The problem, Brendan, and we were talking about this off camera, is that the Red Sox offense decided to pack it up. They're done. They have nothing left to play for. So why show up to the ball club or to the ball yard and hit the baseball anymore? Red Sox got nothing for runs scored today on another pitiful performance from their offense. Nothing could be mustered from this one. 1-0, as simple as that can be. It's another loss that goes right down the drain for the Sox in the latest chapter of the 2023 season. Let's welcome Brendan in, who's braving a Patriots throwback jersey here tonight. I am crossing my fingers that will bring the Patriots to victory tomorrow. Because I can't stand Loserville anymore, Massachusetts here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Sunday is make or break for the Pats. My first take, Nick, I want to say thank you so much. One of my top bosses of all time give me the day off coming up this Monday.
Oh, yes, you're welcome.
All love to the Sports Zone 101, our hard weekend warriors, if they're tuning in.
A lot of parties, a lot of all kinds of exciting things going on. In case you haven't checked us out, we are at Sports Zone 101. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and our new Zoned In Media on TikTok. So follow along on that front.
All Boston
Well, legends are made, Brendan. It's where legends are made, and you're just going to become one of those very, very soon.
All Boston sports all night long. Nick Pivetta, what a performance. 7 innings, 0 runs. The guy hits lightning in the bottle at times. I think the real story when it comes to this team is what you do in the off season. When it comes to that rotation, there are a lot of guys at Pivetta's caliber. Pivetta is like the peak version, but you have guys like Cutter and Houck and they ran Whitlock in there as well as these starters that in their once in a blue moon, you'll see a night like tonight. And honestly, to get through a whole 162 game season, this isn't going to cut it. You need to bolster that rotation going into the offseason. A set of 4 Nick Pivettas isn't going to cut it for a Boston Red Sox rotation that's trying to contend in a stacked AL East and a stacked American League.
Is Nick Pivetta a starter for you next season, a reliever, or is he out of here?
I think he's out. I think he could be out. I think Houck and Cutter are fight. If you're looking at a good rotation, it's either Houck or Crawford that are fighting for that last spot. And then you have Bayo. You've already got rid of Sale, or he's in the pen or something. You have Bayo, you have Yamamoto, and then you're going to figure out the other guys. If you're going to contend, that's the type of rotation that you need. I'm not saying Pivetta's the ace. I mean, I'm not saying Bayo's the ace. I think Bayo's probably number 2 or number 3 in that rotation. But you need guys in front and behind of him. And
for protection.
A bunch of Cutter Crawfords and Nick Pivettas aren't going to get the job done. I'm not going to call hate on Pivetta. I think he's done great. I think he's built his value up. I think you move him. I think you might move either Houck or one of these guys to go get real starters that are going to give you some legit starts for this team.
Earlier today, we saw a tweet from Will Middlebrooks, and he added Tom Caron into a statement of asking TC what his thoughts were with what the pitching's going to match out, at least the starting pitching for next season. And they all were pretty adamant in their discussion that Bayo should be coming in as at least a number 3 starter. I felt really good about that statement because I don't want Bayo as an ace. This
Not yet.
whole definition of him being an ace already in his very, very short MLB career is ridiculous to even put that much pressure on the kid. Let him be a kid. Let him earn his place, and then let us establish where he should go. He is not a 1 or 2 pitcher. I really like him as a 4. I want him as a 4 because if he is at a 4 next season, that means your new baseball operations director, head honcho, came in and did his job. You need a 1 and a 2 without question. It has to get done. Yamamoto's name keeps coming up. He's on a lot of people's wish list. Ohtani's out there as well. I need to be brutally honest with you because that's how I am. I shoot it as I feel and say. Neither of those two do anything for me if we're adding them into a rotation. Is it okay? Is it better than this past season and the year past? Yeah, definitely. I have a lot of questions still on Yamamoto, and we all know Ohtani will not be pitching next season. So if you're going to get Ohtani, you're going to get him as a hitter. That's it. That's my take on that. I think we have a lot to show this offseason. Go ahead.
I have a question for you, Nick. So you have Miguel Blaze, you have Marcelo Mayer, you have Nick York, all these prospects that are in your pipeline. What it takes to get a Bill Kirby's my coworker, but
I thought you were going to say a Bill Belichick for a minute. I was going to say, whoa, slow your roll.
I'm blanking on his first name right now, but Kirby, the ace, to bring him in and to sell one of those top prospects, is that the move that you make? Because there is serious depth when it comes to your minor league system and your farm, your pipeline.
That's the thing I'm interested
Not in the arms, but you look at Teal, who's gone up to Double-A within a month.
Roman Anthony, we know that. That's another one that's up there.
Minor league player of the year. Nick York. Yep. Nick York is the MVP of the Portland Sea Dogs. There's a lot of pieces in there to be moved. I think Teal you hold on to as of now, unless the right move arrives. But there's depth in the middle infield, and you're not going to use both of those guys, or you're not going to use all of those guys. So would you make a move to get that starter, whether one comes up Castillo or Snell or the kid in Chicago? There's moves out there to be made to bolster that rotation. It's only if you're in on it within the next couple years if you get a big ticket free agent signing.
So my whole thing on prospects are players that, unless they're like shining and they're gold, like Jonathan Papelbon when he was down in the minors, or Dustin Pedroia when he was proving himself worthy to come up, John Lester. Those were prospects at one point that came up into the Red Sox system and became stars for the team. I can't put them, the players that you just listed, into that category at all right now. So what that does to me is, sometimes we get those rumblings of, oh, this is going to be the next so-and-so and they're going to be great. Prospects are prospects. If you can go out and get a proven major league stud, you do that, because that is something this team has punted on for years, and they need star power on this team badly. So you need to listen. You need to keep the phone on and figure out what can get done. That's at least how I feel on that. Now, the Red Sox have one more game against the White Sox. That is tomorrow. And that game is also tomorrow afternoon. Lovely how they make all those things happen, isn't it? And tomorrow will be up against Clevenger for the White Sox, and it'll be Cutter Crawford for the Red Sox. Who do you got?
The Sox are going to win tomorrow. I know it was anemic today. Really, it was really bad. But Willie Abreu didn't even play. So So I hope they put him in because he's a bat that has been swinging well for this team. I'm not really stoked on Verdugo. I think he's shipped out actually in the
Sure
offseason.
is.
I think he's been checked out for a while, so I think he'll be out of here. I think that whole meeting in the field was talking about, hey, if we meet up in the future.
Yeah, so that's what we feel on what the team outlook is at the current moment. We'll be with you to wrap for tomorrow's series ender against the White Sox. We hope everybody has a great rest of their Saturday night.